Danny Segura with MAfighting.com. I'm here in Coconut Creek, Florida at American Top Team. I'm joined by UFC Bantamweight Pedro Munhoz. Pedro, first of all, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to, man?
Man, good. I just finished my training session, so I'm here in American Top Team, in the morning and night, just, training. Something that I love to do, always getting better. And just looking for the opportunity to fight. I spoke with Sean like at least once a month, and we're just planning my return probably December, January.
Any opponent in mind? Have you spoken about that?
We spoke about some opponents, some guys that I would like to fight, and in the top 5, and there's a lot of good guys out there. We have a couple of them that is in my mind that look, it's gonna be a big fight, and a fight that probably is gonna happen. I hope so.
And it's been a bit since your last fight. I believe 4 months, right? You fought in June. Is there a reason why you've taken this time off? Is it to recover, or maybe the right opportunity hasn't come by?
No, the right opportunity doesn't come. I finished the fight healthy, no injury, not big injury. Some sore legs, foot, hand, things like that, but nothing too serious. I was back in the gym, a couple weeks later, training, getting better, helping all my training partners here at American Top Team. So we're just like studying right now. I'm the type of guy that I step up anytime against whoever. So it's just the right opportunity didn't come yet, but it's a good time because I'm keeping getting better. Training every day.
And I'm surprised you felt okay after that fight, because that was a crazy fight.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight. That fight taught me that from now on I gotta fight with a little bit more strategy. My fights always like to go there and finish, always looking for the knockouts or submission. And that one, Aljamain was very smart with his game plan, using the distance, using the range. To be honest too, I was expecting him to come, try to finish me, try to knock him out. That's the type of style, that's the type of fight that I like to build at. But he was really good. He was very smart about it. We used the range and the strategy, all that. So kind of like if you would fight him again, it would be a little bit different. I would try to not try to knock him out that bad, because he's avoid that in fight. That kind of like, the in fight. Prefer fights like long to a far distance, and it's really good. He does that very well. So it would be more strategy. So it was a good thing, so I could have opened my eyes and see things a little bit different that I used to see. And one of them, that is not every single fight that I'm gonna be able to knock them out my opponents or submit them. Some of them I'm gonna have to be more strategy, and even though I don't like it, but be more strategy, try to win by points. That's not my style, I'm always go there and try to knock them out or submit my opponents. Even though a lot of people asking me, well, what happened, because when you do that, you're not play too smart. I think it's smart because that's what I do in the training. That's what I do with my coaches. That's what I do in my training. That's what I train every day for. So it's just a style, And I kind of, besides BH or tournament fight for the public, that's the type of fight that I like to do for sure. But I can't expect everybody come and do bang that with me.
Do you think you got caught up a little bit too much with your previous fights leading into that, because you had finished Cody Garbrandt, and then before that you had finished Brian Caraway?
Yes.
So did that play a factor? Like, hey, look, I'm finishing these guys. I can go in there. And
could be. But both of the two guys, Brian Caraway and Cody Garbrandt, they came and they tried to exchange that with me. Something that Aljamain didn't do it. He was, smart and executed his game plan. Keep it that distance, keep it the touch, move and go, touch and go. It was really good. So because I thought, the moment that he comes and try to do a fight, try to go and knock him out, I'm gonna, it's gonna be open there for me to try to do the same. I don't think that I affected in that case. I was trying to engage in him the whole fight. He was really good at his footwork and the distance, and just you know, just getting better every day.
And last question on the loss, because I want to talk to you about a bunch of other things. Did that loss hurt any more than others? Because you had so much momentum going. That Cody Garbrandt win was huge.
Yeah.
And you were in a good streak.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know, it was definitely like a setback a little bit, but it is what it is. It's a part of the game. You know, I'm here in the gym, you know, getting better. You know, he's a great fighter. You know, I'm a tough opponent. I believe we're gonna face ourselves later on, you know, and it could affect a little bit, you know, for the fact that I'm fighting for the title, things like that. But you know, we're ready to fight. You know, of course, fight for the title is the dream that any fighter, you know, all of us want to be the champion. We want to fight for the title. It's a big accomplishment. I was very close, but I still close. I'm believe right now number 6 in the ranks. You know, so I believe like a big victory against a bigger name. It will put me right there again.
For sure. Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
What's that?
It's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
That's true.
So it's a long road. Talk a little bit about the state of the title picture at Bantamweight. It's very murky. I mean, you got the champion who's out. And it seems the top contenders are Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling, but you got Dominic Cruz, you got Uriah Faber, you got some other big names that the champion has been called.
Yeah,
what do you make of that? I mean,
what I make that, I'm not sure about what are they gonna do. Who's gonna fight for the title next or not? I'm right there in the mix. You know, I already told UFC that I will fight anyone. You know. I'll fight anyone, top 5. I will fight in any one of the bigger names. You know, even that is not in the ranking right now. If you don't want to looking for a good fight, if you don't want to looking for a journeyman, an excited fight, you know, they know they always can count on me.
For sure.
You know, so yeah, there's a lot of great fighters, right? There's a lot of great fighters out there right now. You know. I believe that Aljamain should deserve fight for the title next, but I just saw recently he had a surge or something. I don't know how long he's gonna be out for. They have the other guy that just beat Rafael Assunção, Cody.
Yeah, Cody
Sanahan. Peter Yan, that's another big name out there. He comes with a lot of good victories. You know, Dominic Cruz is a legend. You know, I don't know if he's still playing in fighting. Uriah Faber, that's the one. Another big name that is Frankie Edgar. He's coming down to Bantamweight. That's what I heard. So, like I said before, and you know, everybody knows it. I fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. I just need, you know, some time that I can just. I'm always in shape. I'm always training, but I do like a decent drop. So I just need like a couple months in advance. I can drop. Besides that, I fight anyone, anywhere.
And you mentioned the right opportunity hasn't come along. What does the right opportunity look like? Any names that you have in mind?
Any of the fighters in the top 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Any names in the top 5.
And I also want to talk to you about something, a story that's a little bit under the radar. We saw AXS TV got purchased recently. They changed owners, and they no longer are broadcasting the LFA fights.
Yeah.
And I know you are an RFA champion.
Yeah.
And you know those two organizations, you know, Legacy Fighting Championship and RFA, you know, came together, and then you know LFA came around. It seems that promotion has produced so many top talents like yourself. I mean, Kamaru Usman, Henry Cejudo, so many.
Cody Sanahan fought for them.
Exactly, so many. First of all, when you heard of the news, was it a little bit sad? Because, I mean, you did come up through that
Actually,
system.
I didn't hear the news. I'm just here right now.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So they are no longer part of AXS TV?
TV, yeah.
So they're not going to be televised anymore?
Yeah, they don't have a broadcasting partner, and I guess they're working that out.
I see.
What are your thoughts on that, and how important is it for somebody to pick them up? Because, like as I said, so many people have come up.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was definitely something that was a big thing that happened in my professional career, because when I signed with RFA back in the day, that was live on AXS TV. So I had a lot of friends all over the world. Somehow, some friends in Europe, they were able to watch it there. In the United States, all my family that was watching Friends. So it was something like, for me, my, you know, personal experience, that was something really nice. Be able to fight it like a national TV. And right now with the news, you know, have a good relationship with Ed Soares. He's the president of LFA, a good friend of mine, my manager. So I guess I'm gonna just ask him later. So what happened? So, but I believe because for the fact that it's like a lot of fighters coming from that organization, you know, they do such a good job promoting a lot of new fighters, especially for UFC. I believe that why not UFC, the Fight Pass? They have so many organizations there. I think LFA is gonna be the next one.
That's what a lot of people have been saying, like LFA should be on Fight Pass. That's like the perfect.
I think that's gonna happen.
Fit, yeah.
You know, it's a great organization. I did 4 fights for them. It was great. You know, I went to Milwaukee, fought in Nebraska, fought in LA in 2 different places. I fought at the StubHub. That was when I fought Jeff Curran.
That's right.
So yeah, it's a nice scenario. It's a nice show. So it's definitely, I think that it's gonna be a part of UFC Fight Pass. I don't see why not.
All right, Pedro, before I let you go, anything you'd like to say to your fans or address?
Yeah, no, I appreciated all the help. I appreciated all the support. You know, appreciated all the message that I get on my social media, things like that. And I would like to let my fans know, the people that follow me, you know, the people that doesn't follow me. You know, I'm a fighter. I'm a true fighter. You know. Defeats doesn't define me, you know, because my goal is go there and do the best performance that I can, that I could be, that I could do it. And my fights are entertainment. That's what the type of training that I do. That's the type of training that I like to do in the gym. And exactly what I do in the fights, I do it in the gym. And, you know, I like to fight. And if you're gonna fight me, be prepared because it's gonna be a war.
Yeah,
I don't promise victory, but I say always gonna be a war.
Yeah, definitely no doubt about that. All right, Pedro, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck in whatever comes for you next.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.